Hi guys, and welcome to the Cutting Room Floor podcast. I'm Laura, and I like all things Marvel, murder, and marine. And joining me each week will be my co-host Brian, and co-creator of this podcast. He is awesome, and what he doesn't know isn't really worth knowing. So let's get on with the episode.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Cutting Room Floor. How you doing, Laura?
All good. It's hot.
It really, really is.
It's like 33 degrees.
In sunny old England.
I read on the news today that it had got up to, somewhere in the UK, it got up to 33.9 degrees, which is the hottest June day on record in 41 years. It's unbearable.
That's insane.
It's a good job that we have a freezer full of frozen treats, because I'm not sure that I would be coping very well right now.
No, me either. It is a horrible, horrible day. I suspect that place that you're referring to was probably London.
Yeah.
It's always 2 or 3 degrees a bit hotter than anywhere else in the freaking.
It did get to 33 in sunny Surrey. So we're rocking the heat wave.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Ah, good grief. So we apologise in advance for this entire episode.
Oh yeah, we're having the heat. The heat sweats and the brain melting out of our ears. What's on the docket? What are we discussing today?
Right, yeah. We are going to be talking about upcoming TV shows. We had a few announcements with the most recent week, and we thought we might do a bit of a roundup of what's upcoming that we know about. And we'll take it from there.
Will there not also be a little E3 mention?
Yeah, there will be. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk a little bit about E3 as well, if I can get away with it.
Yeah, I'll let you talk a little bit.
Yes, right. Well, yeah. So, on with the news. So there have been a couple of interesting TV announcements for the past week, really. Let's just start. Yeah, John Wick 2. John Wick 2 was great, and
John Wick 2 was amazing.
Yeah, and so what they've decided is, let's take the success of that and put it on TV with a smaller screen and a smaller budget.
So, will the TV series start from where John Wick 2 left off?
I guess so. Yeah, unless we're getting a film follow-up as well, which doesn't really make any sense. But
because obviously there was a very clear ending for John Wick 2.
Yeah, which left it very open as well. Yeah.
And has there been any cast news? It's just that there's going to be a John Wick. So it might not even necessarily be John Wick related, I guess. Could it be, what's the hotel? The Continental? Is that, did I read that somewhere?
That's what it's called, yeah.
That it's going to be called the Continental. So actually, it might be potentially revolving around what happens at the hotel, like different assassins, and just using the John Wick kind of
universe
type. Yeah, John Wickiverse, if you will.
I am not calling it that. Just
okay. It's fine. I'll just call it that then.
Fine. Yeah, like, it could be good. Like, here's the thing. Like, unless they're going to use the same, like, art direction and style, and also the same
fighting.
Yeah. Basically, it has to be John Wick in style completely. Otherwise, it's not going to be interesting. And I just think I worry about that because he's such a stoner-faced crazy man. Is our wonderful Keanu Reeves that I just don't know how it's going to go. Like, if they're going to translate him to the screen, or they're going to have someone else who's like more lovable. But then, if they're going to have someone more lovable, then is it going to ruin his character? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're just not going to have Keanu Reeves in it at all.
Yeah, what I'm quite interested in is all the like lore, the assassin's lore that you kind of partially see in the films. The coins that they use and the
rules,
and that token that you get in the second film.
Yeah.
And I think expanding on that would be really interesting, and maybe taking new characters and potentially having what's the big main man?
Ian McShane's
character, maybe having him in it, but then introducing new different assassins that you maybe haven't seen in John Wick. And then that might be a way of like making it interesting, but not having to use like Keanu Reeves and keeping him for John Wick films.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it definitely will be interesting to see where they go with it. I think Ian McShane isn't against television, as we know from American Gods. So yeah, I think it could be good. I'm not 100% convinced. Just because we've had a few TV series in the past that have been sidelined to a film universe and have not been great. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was just thinking that's what he's thinking about.
I mean, I guess if this is the way that John Wick is continuing as a franchise, then it makes more sense. But if it's if they're going to carry on the films and have this on the side, I think it could get tricky.
Yeah.
Just because all the interesting stuff is happening over here, but we're collecting artifacts. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's in a nutshell. But yeah, no, I'm
could be good.
Feeling alright about it. Yeah. The next one on the docket, Snowpiercer, is going to be made into a TV series. Now, it is a film with Chris Evans and John Hurt.
Is he on a train?
Yeah. Okay. So
that's all I know.
That's cool. The plot is the world is basically uninhabitable now, and the only thing that's inhabitable is a train, really long train that contains the whole of humanity on it, that is just going along a never-ending track. It's just kind of weird.
But just round and round.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a Korean production. I've forgotten the guy's name. Bong Joon-ho. That's correct. I totally didn't just look that up. He was the creative mind behind it. Yeah, and basically, one end of the track, one end of the train, right at the back, you've got the very, very poor people. One end right at the front, you've got the very, very rich people, and the carriages look like, they reflect that. Mm-hmm. So everyone's sleeping on top of each other. Jamie Bell's also in this, so you might like it. Who's your favourite?
Like a bit of Jamie Bell.
Yeah, and basically each carriage is its own little isolated sub-community, and they kind of...
So, like, the one carriage shouldn't or can't
interact
with another carriage.
Absolutely. And wouldn't you know it, the people in the poor seats rebel and then try and get from one side of the train all the way to the front side of the train and take over the train. That's the plot of the film.
I have one issue.
Go for it.
If all of humanity's on the train how do they get food?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's 100% answered in the film. Actually, now you mention it. The poor people are forced to eat these protein jelly bars made of bugs.
Ew.
That's all they have because they're poor.
Mm-hmm.
The rich people, there are dining carriages that you do see in the film, but offhand I can't really remember what was in them.
Maybe they'll discuss that in the TV show.
Well, this is it. This plot is quite isolated, where they do manage to get from one side of the train to the other. How are they going to turn that into a TV series?
Yeah, like what is going to be the kind of progression of it, or is it going to be a longer progression? So you maybe go back, say, when there was no rebellion, and you see how people live in the carriages. I don't know, like...
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because you'll end up just having one series, won't you? Or you go the other way, and they rebel, and you then see the aftermath of it, of like, well, now everything's kind of broken down.
Yeah.
Like, how is it gonna... What's the new status quo gonna be?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that would be probably what they end up doing, something like that. I think also maybe they're not the only people left. You know, it could be interesting to see. Like maybe they've just been told that the outside
Plot
world
twist.
is uninhabitable, and yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is that I should write for them, obviously.
I've always said that. You'd be a very good storyteller.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I am also in agreement that I'm amazing. So, but the pilot episode will be piloted by Scott Derrickson, and piloted is definitely a term that I didn't just make up. Now, Scott Derrickson.
Do you mean directed?
Yes. So he will direct and executive produce. He will direct the pilot and executively produce the series.
Okay.
So, basically, he's 100% on board for this.
Anyone we know in it yet? Or
no, just Scott Derrickson doing it. Scott Derrickson, as we know from, he did Doctor Strange. So,
oh, cool.
He also did a whole bunch of horror films. Sinister, Sinister 2.
Is that the one I liked?
Offhand. It's the one with Ethan Hawke in the first one.
Is it the tape one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that's got my seal of approval then.
And a fan favourite, I'm going to say, because we like this film, The Exorcism of Emily Rose is
yeah!
also something we did.
Oh, this TV show, all on board about this one. Yeah. Is it going to be scary though?
Well, Snowpiercer, the film, isn't really horror themed.
If it's going to be scary.
But it is kind of dark and...
I'll have to put my big boy pants on watching that.
Yeah. You have to borrow some from me.
Doubt it.
Oh. Anyway, let's move on from that.
Oh, yeah. Quick.
So, you know what? It could be alright. I have faith.
So long as they come up with an interesting concept, then
yeah,
I feel like he has enough
directing chops.
You know, like he's done enough good things that it should play off well.
Yeah. I agree. And you know what? Even if it doesn't have Chris Evans in, I'm sure it'll be okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine with no Chris Evans.
Yeah, but we'll see. That's a bit of an odd one out. A bit weird one, but I think it'll be good. Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Bong Joon-ho, which that's definitely not how you say his name. The guy who created the original Snowpiercer film, as it were. He's got something also in the works.
What, TV?
For Netflix.
Yeah?
Not TV, it's a film.
Oh!
It's a film called Okja. And it is about... It's sort of set in the future-ish.
Is that little hippo?
Yeah, so it's about... It stars Tilda Swinton, and she is the head of this company who basically have genetically modified these perfect pigs just for being eaten, basically. So
I think they're more hippo.
He looks very strange. Yeah, from what we've seen of the little Okja pig, he doesn't really look like a pig, but
he's very cute, whatever he is.
Yeah, he's adorable. Yeah, no,
it looks really cute.
Yeah, so the plot is they've genetically engineered these pig things, and this little girl has found one, has named it, or it's already had a name, I don't know, and kidnapped it, basically, saved it from captivity, and escaped with it, and she's being hunted down. So it's quite nice. Yeah, it's going to be a kind of like an environmental message, like a nice message.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it looks cute. I'm on board for Okja.
Yeah, it's probably a softer K and a harder J, but I don't know exactly how you...
No. You pronounced it
Korean
fine.
Words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pronounced it just fine.
Thanks. Yeah.
Say it with enough conviction and it's fine.
That is the whole motto of this podcast. Yeah. So that's an interesting one to look out for. And another one that's been very, very recently announced, Watchmen TV series is in the works. DC's comic book Watchmen, which we had a film of with Zack Snyder in already. 2
thumbs up. I love Watchmen. I know there's a little bit of like, was it good? Was it bad? I thought it was brilliant. Rorschach, best superhero ever. Rorschach is awesome.
It was pretty good. Like at the time, I remember loving it, and then the more I look back at it, the more I struggle with how long it was. Watchmen, but like overall, I think it's pretty solid. And you know, Zack Snyder, I think he does good work. He does suck the colour out of everything he tries to do, but
I think that was good though, sucking the colour out of that.
Well, I guess Watchmen, it suited Watchmen more, for sure, yeah.
So, what information have we got?
So, mostly what we've got so far is the guy on board to make it, a Mr. Damon Lindelof, who, or partially wrote at least some of Lost. Quite a lot of Lost, maybe, and also Tomorrowland, Star Trek, and Star Trek Into Darkness. This is our rating system.
Just noises.
And you know, he's got quite a few things under his belt.
Yeah,
I think he'll be
he's got some positive things. Also some, you know, kind of dodge.
Yeah.
Things. Tomorrowland being.
Yeah,
one of them.
I don't really know what the film was going for.
No clue.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to see Do you want to see more of Watchmen? Expanded universe.
I don't know. I like the comic's quite an isolated sort of arc, and then the film came out. It didn't really do the comic book justice, but did the characters justice, and then this, and not only that, but of course, Watchmen are playing a big part in DC's rebirth at the moment.
They've gone right into the thick of DC at the moment, haven't
absolutely.
they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not reading it, but the preamble was basically, did Mr. kind of crazy stuff. But so I don't know. Like, are we being Watchmen saturated a little bit? I don't know. I mean, it remains to be seen if it's any good. I will definitely be watching it though.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm on board.
In other comic book news, something I'm quite excited about. They are
So excited you can't even talk.
They are re-releasing Batman: Mask of the Phantasm animated movie on Blu-ray as a remaster.
Is that the thing that turned up today?
No.
Ah.
No. It was announced that they were re-releasing it. It hasn't gone out yet to buy.
Oh, sorry.
What turned up today was Batman: Return of the Caped Crusader, which is Adam West and Burt Ward back from Batman 66 to do a film that was animated film that was released last year that I'm quite excited about watching, particularly in the aftermath of sad Mr. Adam West dying at the age of 88. But he was amazing, so I cannot wait to watch it.
So what's this?
So Mask of the Phantasm is a 90s Batman animated movie based off of Batman the Animated Series with a new character, the Phantasm, who's appeared on the scene. And are they an anti-hero? It's one of my favourite Diniverse stories. And it's just...
What did you just say?
Okay, so Paul Dini created Batman the Animated Series, and he also created like the Justice League animated cartoon, basically, and loads of other stuff. And so anything that comes from that is a part of the Diniverse.
Okay, I thought you were like mixing like DC with like
another word,
and I was like, I couldn't work it out.
No, yeah, Diniverse to the
untrained,
to the initiated. Yeah, absolutely. But no, it's anyway. Mask of the Phantasm is really good as just an animated Batman adventure, and it's probably one of my favourites. And so I'm quite excited about getting on Blu-ray as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And while we're still sort of on the news, TV show wise, let's talk about a couple that were announced not too long ago. Let's talk about Runaways.
Oh yes, X-Men.
Oh well, it's...
Well, no, they're not X-Men, are they?
No, X-Men. The Runaways are kids of...
They're
sort of.
Their parents are supervillains, right? And they run away.
More or less, yeah. I mean, I don't know. See, you know more about it than I do because you've read the comic and I haven't. So,
yeah, their parents are. Am I getting confused with two different? This is the one with the telepathic dinosaur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, their parents are like villains, and so they join a little club and
band
together to be good guys. And all I want to see is telepathic dinosaur.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in a TV series budget, that's going to be interesting.
Hey, we got Gorilla Grodd in Arrow, Flash, Averse, and he wasn't too bad for TV.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you know what network it's going to be on?
It is.
Is it a Netflix?
No, it's not.
No.
I've literally forgotten HBO or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was announced for. But yeah, like I'm kind of excited. I'm basically excited for any sort of future.
It's something new. It's something different.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Give it a crack, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another one of our rating systems. Give it a crack, mate. Don't give it a crack. It'd be interesting to see where the like where it's going to sit. Like, if it's going to be on its own as an isolated thing, but then
I think it would be quite easy to make it isolated because they're runaways. Sure. They're hiding under the radar.
Yeah, I guess
in a way.
But like, their parents are still going to have to be a reference in some way. But if they've not been established characters, it's going to be strange.
Yeah.
If they're not.
Or they'll just maybe just kind of get rid of that and
they'll just be people with powers running away.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Running amok.
Yeah.
Telepathic dinosaur.
Oh yeah. No, I'm very much looking forward to seeing where that goes for sure. But while we were on the subject of X-Men, which we weren't, but you thought we were for a second there,
I got too excited.
Let's talk about another TV series that was announced, The Gifted. So that was announced with the trailer, which is nice. So this is the X-Men.
I think I got those two confused.
Yeah, I think you did. So yeah, this is the X-Men universe related, maybe not directly related, sort of like Legion kind of on the sidelines thing about teens again. It seems to be mostly focused on families and teens and experiencing powers for the first time and then being hunted.
They're doing a lot of those, like Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
That's in that vein of teens.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah,
coming
a bit more about that. Yeah.
But like Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, The Gifted, they're pulling it back to, rather than being, 20s, 30s, they're pushing it back to sort of early to late teens.
Trying to get that young audience.
I think so, yeah. Trying to, but make it the dynamic a little bit different as well to, not really understanding your powers and knowing what to do with them is always an interesting concept. But are they going to end up saturating the market with
market? Yeah,
with all these shows again, because they've already saturated the 20 and above market. They're pushing it back, but 3-4 TV series all with effectively a similar concept. Is it a bit too much?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point, to be honest. I can't really say. They all seem to be announced at the same time, which says to me they'll probably be released at the same time.
Yeah.
Which means that, there'll be a bit of competition happening there.
Mm-hmm. So The Gifted, are they going to be characters that we know, or are they going to be new characters?
They all look like new characters to me, from what we've seen so far. But, again, they could be B-listers, C-listers from the X-Men and comics, and we sort of would never really heard of them before.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I mean, is it going to be tied in with the X-Men universe? I guess that's another thing we have to find out, but which could be good.
Yeah.
If it is, absolutely. I'm quite excited about that. Cloak and Dagger is another one that's interesting. Like, that's another Netflix one, which will be quite good. It's like a black lad and his blonde-haired lady friend. They meet for the first time, and they have powers when they're together. Is that right?
Yeah. So they're in the comics. Their powers kind of. What's the word? Complement each other, I suppose. He has like this cloaking power, so he can like sort of
make people disappear.
And she has this like light power, as it were, so she can kind of cut through the darkness, as it were.
Sure.
And yeah, they always they're always together.
Sure.
Because their powers complement each other, I would say.
Yeah. So that's another one that'll be quite interesting. From what we've seen so far, it looks basically to be that. They meet each other and they have sort of electrifying results. their powers in the comic books are caused by drugs. Something I don't remember exactly.
I think it's drugs.
But in this one, the trailer seems to heavily imply that the Roxxon Corporation are responsible, and they seem to be a recurring factor in a lot of the Marvel Netflix shows. Roxxon has already been referenced a number of times. This is just a Marvel Comics evil organization, more or less. So we'll probably see a lot more of them, to be honest. So I think it should be good. It'd be interesting to see if they tie it in with the Defenders. That option is always there for Netflix.
Yeah.
But I think it could be cool. Mostly love the Netflix Marvel universe. Not a massive fan of Iron Fist, but the rest of it's solid. Yeah, never had time. So yeah, all good stuff really. Speaking along the X-Men train, I guess.
Let's follow the X-Men train.
Choo choo. Choo choo. Let's get a sound effect for that. That wasn't a sound effect. I'm just that good. Laura shaking her head. Let's talk about X-Men Dark Phoenix film that's coming out. That's been announced.
I have been waiting for this forever.
Well, I guess they technically already did it with X-Men 3 Last Stand.
They did it wrong. They did it wrong in Apocalypse. They need to do it right. That's all I want. I want a decent Phoenix story.
Do you know what they could do, following on from, which I think would be really cool? The film, by the way, coming out, possibly with the name X-Men Supernova, I think was the name that they'd coined so far. But I would love, because we know who she is in the rest of the outer X-Men universe, Phoenix 5. Just jump straight to Phoenix 5. How amazing would that be?
That was exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah?
That's Cyclops, Colossus, and they all take part of it, don't they?
Yeah, so
and they all think they have, like, they're trying to help, but they're actually being not very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. So they basically they try and subdue the Phoenix by breaking her into 5 pieces and taking each individual piece of her under their will to try and control it, so that then they keep it under wraps. But actually, they just become like a villain.
Cyclops goes proper mental in that, doesn't
he? Yeah.
I don't... Even more mental. I think I've read that one, haven't I?
Yes.
From what I can remember, I enjoyed it. I know that much. I want them to do that story. That was exactly what I was going to say.
I mean, I think they should just go straight for it, because we know who she is. We've seen her, even more recently in Apocalypse, we know she's got powers. Just go straight, like, first 10 minutes of the film, we're taking Jean's powers away and separating them out across the world, and then just villain fight.
Because she ends up doesn't she end up having to take it back again? Because
she's the only one powerful enough to control it.
I think so, yeah. Because they just all, like, lose their marbles and...
Yeah, well, you don't mess with the Phoenix Force.
No, you don't.
But no, I think that would be amazing.
I think they just need to do it the justice that it deserves, because anything Phoenix related is always like a really good story.
Yeah.
So,
and like in the what do you want to talk about? X-Men Last Stand? Do you remember X-Men Last Stand? It was so long ago.
The film that Professor X dies in,
that's the one,
is atomized. Yet he manages to come back.
Yeah,
in like every other film after that.
X-Men universe is a bit messed up. It sort of makes a kind of sense. So
long as you don't remember any of the other films.
Yeah.
If you remember the one after it and the one before it, you're all right. But go to 2 and 1 and you're screwed.
Yeah, pretty much. Although
I did not like the X-Men Last Stand.
it was sort of terrible. Like, it didn't make any sense.
The actors didn't seem to want to be there.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like they were going through the motions. The story wasn't very good.
The story was a complete mess. And it didn't reference the Phoenix Force at all as being what it is in the comics. And I'd argue probably a more interesting version, which is an actual alien entity that is dangerous. Whereas actually, as far as X-Men Last Stand is concerned, she's just a bit mental.
That's it. But they seem to do that. They seem to... And in Apocalypse... Well, the Phoenix... they make out that the Phoenix is part of Jean Grey, which it's not.
They sort of do, or they don't really specify where it came from, in fairness, in Apocalypse. I mean, it could... I'd say you could probably go through that story and still see Apocalypse as an... Apocalypse as an alien. You could still see the Phoenix as an alien entity in that film, I think. But I mean, the problem is they don't really address it, but then they use it at the end.
Yeah,
that's the biggest issue.
It's just there.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's their get out of jail free card. It's just, you know what we'll do? We'll just use the Phoenix Force. That's all right. We've got this giant thing against us. We'll just use Phoenix Force. That way, we don't have to club together. And
yeah,
I mean, they sort of do, but you know, that film's kind of
rubbish.
It's all right. I kind of like it. There's that bit in Apocalypse where he's like gathering the followers, which I kind of like, where they meet up with Angel. He's just like in the top of a church, like listening to heavy metal, feeling real angry. I love all that stuff.
That's the only part of it, maybe.
Well, no, some of it's alright, I think, but it's sort of it sort of gets off to it ramps up really quickly at the beginning and then just fizzles.
Yeah. And
then also, like a lot of prequels, they have to go, and this is how Professor Xavier became bald, which was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, we don't need to know.
No, you didn't need to know that.
Or he could have just gone bald, like a normal person that goes bald. I have a friend who's 25 and he looks like a 40-year-old man because he's bald. I mean...
he didn't have telepathic battle.
No, I don't think so. I should ask him. It's a good point.
Yeah,
it's a good point. But yeah, no. I think Dark Phoenix film could be good. Supernova could be good.
Just make a good Phoenix story, please.
Absolutely.
All I want.
Following on from First Class, none of them have... Well, they've been alright. But First Class was a pretty solid film.
First Class was awesome.
Very, very simple concept. But it worked really well. And it was paced really nicely. Yeah. And then they just sort of go back into the messed up universe that is X-Men.
Because
chaos.
James McAvoy et al. Are all back for Dark Phoenix, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Sophie Turner and all the newbies as well. So, it should be good. It's got some good actors in there. So,
while we're on this train, shall we talk briefly about the Quicksilver scene that you hate? Because it's not the Quicksilver scene from Days of Future Past. Because the Days of Future Past, the Quicksilver scene, which is the first time you get introduced to Quicksilver as a character, is really fun. Like, he sort of gets released and then he's got his headphones in, he's listening to something, Sweet Dreams Are Made of These.
No, that's the second.
That's the second one. He's listening to some 80s, 70s, 80s track, and he is just going for it. And, like, it works really well in that isolated room that's circular, and, like, it's quite well, it's good, a lot of fun. So the people then were like, guys, we've got to have another Quicksilver bit in this film. In Apocalypse, what are we going to do? And then they tried to ramp it up. And really, you were pretty disappointed, weren't you?
It was rubbish. Like, there were loads of bits where you could just see it was like green screen. Like, you could see that he was, like, throwing computer animated people. Like, that's what... And, yes, the first one was really good. But just, why do people why do you have to keep doing the same thing over and over again? Because people know what to expect. And it was... Oh, no, I didn't like it.
And it was kind of hindered...
It was just like... That film, again, none of the actors wanted to be there.
Yeah.
And it was all just like going through the motions, like, oh, you know, we'll throw this kissing boy out of the window, like, make sure you catch the goldfish, like.
And the whole thing was darkened by the fact that he fucking missed Havoc.
Oh,
just let him die.
Let Havoc die.
Like this whole thing, which is supposed to be really light-hearted, is just marred by him like fucking up.
Yeah, messing up.
Hashtag bring back Havoc.
Yes.
Just because, I mean,
shoots lasers out of his chest.
He's a bit more fun than young Scott Summers, so I like him.
Havoc was cool.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked him in First Class. It was great.
Yeah.
Although he did have that really cheesy line in Apocalypse where McAvoy goes up and just grabs him and is like, "Wreak havoc." And I'm like,
yeah, that was rubbish. I did not. I enjoyed Apocalypse the first time I watched it, but then the second time I was just like, nah.
To just I'm not
falling for this McAvoy love thing. No.
It's all there's a lot wrong with it. But I mean, the future of the X-Men universe is basically, who cares now? It's just so messed up, the universe now.
That one knows what year it is, like.
Yeah, all the characters' ages are wrong.
Who's where.
But, I have faith that... I don't have any faith. That was a complete lie. I think it could be alright.
Dark Phoenix will bring it back.
Phoenix 5. Hashtag Dark Phoenix 5. That's quite a long hashtag. Hashtag X-Men Supernova Phoenix 5. That's longer. Wow.
Yeah. Just hashtag make a decent Phoenix film, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, wait. Hashtag Phoenix 5 high five. Or high five for Phoenix 5.
There you go. High five for Phoenix 5. We like that.
Nice.
But it's got to be a 4. Like the number 4, not FOR.
5?
No. High five for Phoenix 5. So the 4 has to be a 4.
I was so confused.
What numbers do we need? Oh dear.
I was counted completely wrong there. Alright, I'm on board. High five, number 4, Phoenix 5.
Yeah, so the 2 5s can be numbers too.
Alright. High 54, Phoenix 5.
Yeah, there we go.
Done. Alright, we've done it. That'll be trending in no time.
Yeah. If anybody has managed to stay awake.
Oh, nailed it. Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board for it. I'm on board for the train wreck. Let's
there
just
is
get
a
it
hashtag.
No, I meant the film, but
okay.
Hashtags are solid, man.
Okay.
The hashtag's solid.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's our little X-Men round out of the way, I guess.
Yeah. Perfect.
I think it could be all right in the future. Do you want to talk about a space film briefly? That's another one that was sort of announced. Well, more and more trailers are coming through. Not really announced. Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. It's a bit of a crazy space adventure.
It was that. It's based on a book, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, I'm going to be honest. I've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything from the trailer. The trailer looked very pretty.
Yeah.
Because it builds a whole world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you what the plot could be.
Sure. It's okay. So it is the guy behind Fifth Element, which you've never seen.
No.
Which is a Bruce Willis.
That's about space
film
as well, isn't it?
Yep, it's Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich, sci-fi film. Basically, she is a magical super being that everyone wants. basically is the short version of that.
And he's a taxi driver.
And he's a taxi driver in space, which we love.
Yeah.
So that film is completely wacky and off the wall, and insane, and kind of fun.
Sort of feel like that's what this one's going to be, a bit absolutely. Off the wall.
I mean, the two characters are listed on Wikipedia as being space and time traveling agents.
Oh my god, are they Doctor Who?
I mean, basically.
Amazing. Love Doctor Who.
But no, I think it's going to be
that's
kind of
the
like
one
a crazy...
thing I like that's about space.
That's true, yeah.
I like Doctor Who.
Freaking love Doctor Who. We were watching that earlier.
Yeah.
We don't like the new ones as much. Who's your favourite Doctor Who?
David Tennant.
It's
yeah.
Not really
based
really.
on the French science fiction comic series.
There you go.
Valerian and Laureline. So they're the two
leads, yep.
Leads.
It's Cara Delevingne and the kid.
Dane DeHaan.
Dane DeHaan, there you go.
Who is...
He's in loads of stuff, yeah. But no, yeah, I think it's going to be insane. If they're going to type time travel in there as well, that's going to be mental. It's just going to not make any sense.
Oh, he's Harry Osborn, that's who he is.
From Amazing Spider-Man, yeah. Which we sort of like the first one of, and nobody likes the second one of.
I think, like, it looks really, really pretty.
Sure.
And the director has got a few solid things behind him, so
absolutely,
yeah, let's give it a go. Why not?
I think it could be good. Although
maybe you'll get me into this space jam.
If we put David Tennant on a very good film reference, that
I've never seen that either.
Oh, dude, Space Jam's amazing. It's just Michael Jordan playing around with cartoons. It's just ridiculous. And it's all
could get arrested
Looney Tunes. It's so good. Maybe. Don't tell him that. But yeah, we did try with another space one that neither of us really liked, which is probably the most recent one from memory that tried to do another wacky kind of world. Jupiter Ascending.
Oh
yeah. And you love Channing Tatum.
Yeah, but he was a wolf man.
It was weird.
I don't get it. Like, the weird one, the brother.
Oh yeah.
In that,
Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, and he was weird, and his voice was funny. No, can't get on board.
It was too much.
I don't like weird space.
Also, it was like super complicated story for what it was.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't tell you what happened in the story.
Well, Mila Kunis, not that anyone cares at this point.
No.
Mila Kunis was basically a genetic exact match to someone who died in their alien race, and so they were like, you inherit from her everything that she had because that's how our weird civilization works.
No,
which makes no sense. It's not a practical.
Even you explaining it to me doesn't.
It's weird and it's not fun.
No,
it's not interesting.
It's not good.
And also sort of really doesn't make any sense. But yeah, how badly that film went.
Yeah.
Like the Wachowski brothers, who are no longer the Wachowski brothers. They're the Wachowskis because they both had sex changes.
Both?
Yep. Yep, they're both...
So they're the Wachowski sisters?
Yeah, they are. Since The Matrix, it's all changed. Yeah.
Well, good on him.
Yeah, no. They can't make films anymore. Jupiter's Ascending is terrible, though.
Yeah, it was rubbish.
Yeah. Right, well, yeah, I think that about wraps up TV show, X-Men, and film talk in general. I don't know, I can't really think of much else.
No. Go on, you talk about E3. Go on, you know you want to.
Well,
give us a the bullet points. What you think is most exciting.
Well, number one has to be Breath of the Wild DLC. So I'm a little bit obsessed with Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild on the Switch, and yeah, I'm really excited for the DLC. It's basically additional Cave of Trials and like some extra story bits. And there are some really cool. I don't really collect amiibos, but there are some really cool character amiibos for the champions, which are the 4 heroes that died 100 years ago.
I understood Breath of the Wild and amiibo, and that was it.
Those are the important
But
ones.
you seem very excited. So.
I'm pretty excited. I'm definitely got the season pass for Breath of the Wild because I'm just really excited for more of it. I've played like 200 hours of it already, and it's just phenomenal. I get sucked into these games quite easily. So, like Skyrim is another example.
Oh yeah.
I could just play Skyrim. Well, maybe not so much anymore. I think I've played it to death now, but like any Bethesda games, just. Oh yeah, that's right up my alley. And Breath of the Wild is just something else. I was a big fan of old school Zelda, so so that's super exciting. Definitely not the headliner of E3, but definitely a headliner for me.
Aww.
But the main announcements were Xbox One X. So this is like the next Xbox One. So we've got an Xbox One, we've got Xbox One S, and an Xbox One X. And if that's not the most confusing naming system in the world, I don't know what is. But they basically all play the same games, but they play them at better resolution and better power.
So there's not going to be specific Xbox One X 3, 4, 5, 7, whatever. Like, there's not going to be Xbox One X specific games.
Not so far, no. I think it would be kind of shooting themselves in the foot if they did that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes people buy the new console, sure, but nobody's going to buy it at $499.
Yeah.
Well, £499 if you're in the UK, because that's not how currency conversion works, but that's how tech currency conversion works, apparently.
Yeah.
So basically, you're basically asking people to buy the same thing they could buy cheaper to make it look nicer.
Just because it will look prettier.
Yeah.
And it won't play any better.
Well, it will have slightly better performance, but it will play the same game. So
yeah.
it'd be like 60 frames a second at 1080p, which are words that you don't understand.
No.
But basically, it just adds to the fluid motion of the game. And if you're playing multiplayer, it's useful to have the extra frames to be competitive.
Okay.
That's kind of it. But yeah, and the main thing is every game that's coming out for Xbox is coming out for PC. So just buy a gaming PC. That's my take on it. Anyway.
That's your golden nugget of information.
Oh yeah.
Buy a PC.
Pretty much. You get more value out of it, and you can do more stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Speaking of new consoles, Atari are back in the game. So these guys are really, really old school console developers and games developers, and they haven't had a games console in like 100 years, and
I think it's 25.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I may have been exaggerating for effect there, but yeah. So this
I'm the fact checker.
Thank you. Thank you, Google. Other search engines are available.
No.
Oh, that's another fact from the fact checker. No other search engines are available.
No, just Google.
Yeah, but so this is kind of fascinating for me because literally all we've had in the console market have been Xbox and PlayStation for so long now that I've sort of forgotten that other consoles are even possible. So I'm actually a little bit amazed by it.
Wii.
Yeah, but like they're not really in the running in the same way. Like the Wii U was terrible.
Okay.
Anyone who thinks the Wii U was good can just hang up now. Hang up the podcast. Because yeah, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Some alright games on there, but it took a million years for them to get on there. So waste of time and money. Switch, This is why I love the Switch so much, because it's like new blood that I actually care about.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, so this Atari console, I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, what's it going to be? Like, honestly.
Handheld.
Yeah. We don't know.
Oh.
Literally don't know.
Oh my god. Do you reckon they're going to go super old school with like cartridges? Just go back to basics. Stick in a cartridge.
That'd be so good. Atari retro console. But like playing like
high end.
Full high def AAA titles.
That would be cool.
It would be kind of cool, actually. I would definitely.
You'd definitely buy that.
I have already. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you got that bad boy on pre-order.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, so that's really interesting. Most of the games you already knew about. Assassin's Creed Origins, I don't really care about. Egypt is kind of interesting.
Is it just going to be more of the same?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, they're all sort of the same and sort of kind of blur. They all sort of blend into one after a year. After year after release.
Was E3 when the Hitman?
Oh, so this announcement happened earlier, but I didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, so IO Interactive, whose games used to be published by Square Enix, it was announced. Square announced that they were putting it up for sale, and everyone went panic station straight away. It was like, oh my god, are we not going to get another Hitman? What are we going to do? But good news, which I'm quite happy about, IO Interactive have announced that they're going to be publishing their own games, and they have full control of Hitman, so that is amazing.
Woohoo!
Because I love the latest Hitman. It's an episodic thing, sort of you pay for individual episodes rather than a full game, but like just the quality of it is just really good, and it's such a good Hitman game.
Yeah. So that's
so much fun.
Good news.
Very excited. Very excited indeed. Yeah, other announcement-y things that happened. Anthem, new game came out. New game announced even. That's a sort of, looks like Mass Effect Andromeda, but turned into Destiny. So like a loot crawler, kind of quest-based open world thing. I really don't know what to make of it so far. So I can't really say much else until they release more information.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where they go with it. I'm always interested in new IPs. So, speaking of new IPs, there've been a couple of interesting ones.
Can I ask something?
Mm-hmm.
What does IP mean?
It's intellectual property. It means new game or film or stuff that's not based on something else.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A Way Out was announced. I'm quite excited about this game. It's a 2-player co-op Prison Break.
Oh, I've heard about this. You can only play it with 2 people.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm really interested in this because
You have to play with somebody.
yeah. So I don't really know how that's going to work, but it does look really cool, and I like the idea that both players can be experiencing the world differently.
Yeah.
Like one player can be.
So would one be running off one place and one be doing something else?
Exactly. So you can distract guards whilst doing laundry, whilst another guy's going through and stealing some keys.
Yeah.
I just love that aspect to it. It's really, really cool.
Who are you going to play with?
I don't know. I'll find someone.
Yeah.
Will you be my gaming friend?
Will I have to walk and look at the same time?
Potentially.
We might have an issue.
Alright, we could try. I'll teach you. I'll teach you the ways of the game.
Teach me, senpai.
But yeah, no, A Way Out does look really, really cool. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Another one on the cards that was now sort of the same time, Lawbreakers, which is like an Overwatch-esque battle arena type game with heroes. That'll be interesting to see. It doesn't have the style of Overwatch, so I don't know if it's going to be as fun. Overwatch, I'm a massive fan of, so
Yeah.
we'll definitely see.
You love Overwatch.
I do love Overwatch. I've emptied a lot of my life into that game. Yeah. There have been a few others I don't really care about. Fallout VR, Fallout is a great game, but I would not commit to ER until they make it way cheaper, to be honest.
Star Wars?
And Star Wars Battlefront 2. Not the second Battlefront game ever made. Just to add confusion, it's the 4th, 5th. There have been other side games that are really important. On PlayStation 2, there was a Battlefront 1 and a Battlefront 2.
Based on Star Wars?
A Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's very confusing. And so they've just created another Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2.
So this game runs on from the first game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got Battlefront 1 from like last year or the year before for PS4 or Xbox that people sort of liked, but also didn't have enough content to grab people. And this one looks like, well, okay, we can't be sure if it's going to have the same problem, if I'm honest, but I am hoping that they will support it with more content, and it will just be hours of fun, because the other games, Battlefront 2 particularly, was just amazing, and I love anything Star Warsy, so
should be good then, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of all I care about from E3 that we got anything about. I mean, Mario Odyssey, we got an announcement trailer that was just there's a new game mechanic which means he can chuck his hat on people and possess them, which is kind of weird. But
it's me, Mario, and I'm Princess Peach.
Or like T-Rex in the trailer, he possesses a T-Rex.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, and like other stuff. Yeah, I mean,
was it overall good? Overall mediocre? Like, what did you reckon to the announcements?
Yeah, I'm sort of excited about some of the stuff. Far Cry 5, is another one that I'm kind of excited for. Far Cry 3 was great. Far Cry 4 was the same as Far Cry 3. Far Cry 5 looks different, so it's exciting.
Cool.
It's set in Alabama, so be an interesting twist on the sort of But overall, I am very much looking forward to the future of this year of games, particularly on the Switch, which I love, which I'll keep you up to date with because I'm quite passionate about it. That's about it, really. Metroid Prime on the Switch actually was announced.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else beyond that. It's just a splash screen that said Metroid Prime 4. And we've not had a Metroid Prime game in a long time, and I like the first Metroid Prime game, so I think it's going to be good.
Cool.
But I guess that about sums it up. I'm looking forward to this year of games.
Perfect.
Yeah, right. Well, thanks for putting up with us. I guess we'll call it a day, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, can I go and sit in the freezer now?
Yeah, let's both sit in the freezer.
Yeah.
If you need us, that's where we'll be. I'd just like to thank our friend 10 Years Gone once again for doing our opening theme. He's on Twitter at I am 10 years gone, all one word. In the last episode I got that completely wrong. He's on everything else at 10 years gone, all one word, no spaces. And he's great. He's on Spotify, he's on iTunes. He's got some good stuff coming out regularly, just mostly EDM music, which is great. So thanks very much. And you can find us on the webs at cuttingroomfloor.blog. That's our web address, and you can find us on Twitter at crfloorpod. You can find us on Instagram at cuttingroomfloorpod. You can find me on Twitter at bdogcarter, all one word, and
I am at speckle_15.
And that's the show.
Bye!
Bye guys, we'll see you later unless we melt into nothingness.
I'm melting!